Good evening. Welcome to tonight's broadcast where we dissect the digital world's most bizarre and captivating stories. We're here to separate fact from fiction, and tonight's topic is a doozy. The internet, as we all know, is a place where wild stories thrive, a breeding ground for rumors and speculation that can spread like wildfire. It's a place where a single tweet can launch 1,000 ships, or in this case, 1,000 dubious claims. And today we're diving deep into one of the most outlandish claims we've encountered recently. The assertion that Donald J. Trump, the former president of the United States, was making Pi Network, a relatively unknown digital currency, the official cryptocurrency of the United States. Yes, you heard that right. The internet was buzzing with this unbelievable story. Pi Network, a phone-based digital coin that many people mine passively on their smartphones, was supposedly about to become America's economic backbone, the future of finance as we know it. A bold claim, to say the least. The rumor spread at lightning speed, fueled by wishful thinking and a healthy dose of internet hype. It was lighting up social media, dominating crypto forums, and flooding group chats with a mixture of excitement, disbelief, and frantic speculation. Everyone was talking about it. The narrative, let's break it down. Trump, ever the disruptor and one to challenge the status quo, had supposedly seen the untapped potential in Pi's massive user base. A network of millions of individuals already invested in the digital currency. The story went that he was hitching America's future to it, betting on a decentralized, phone-based currency to revolutionize the nation's economy. Fake news articles designed to look legitimate began popping up across the web. Doctored videos, skillfully manipulated to appear authentic, circulated widely on social media platforms. And flashy graphics, reminiscent of cryptocurrency advertisements, all screamed one unified message. Pi is going to the moon, with a presidential seal of approval no less. The imagery was powerful and persuasive. The story, with all its sensationalism, was undeniably irresistible to many. It combined the allure of a famous figure, known for his unconventional approach to governance. It also tapped into the excitement surrounding revolutionary technology, promising a new era of financial freedom. And perhaps most importantly, it offered the promise of instant validation for Pi's already loyal and enthusiastic community. Early adopters, those who had been mining Pi for months or even years, suddenly felt like geniuses, vindicated in their belief in the project. And everyone else, fearing they were missing out on the next big thing, scrambled to join in, driven by the fear of missing out, or FOMO, that is so prevalent in the crypto world. But as with any viral crypto story that seems too good to be true, one crucial question loomed large in the minds of skeptics. Is any of this actually true? Or is it just another elaborate hoax designed to pump up the value of a questionable digital asset? The excitement was palpable, the enthusiasm infectious, but the foundation upon which this entire narrative was built was undeniably shaky. It was built on hope and wishful thinking, on speculation and conjecture rather than on concrete facts and verifiable evidence. The internet, as we've established, loves a good fantasy, a compelling narrative that captures the imagination and sparks the imagination. But that's simply not how national economic policy is made. Major financial decisions are not based on viral trends or internet rumors. As the memes flew across the internet, as speculation soared to dizzying heights, and as social media buzzed with anticipation, the truth, the actual verifiable truth, was conspicuously nowhere to be found. It was lost in the noise and the hype. This was, in the end, a digital fairy tale, a captivating story, but ultimately not a legitimate financial revolution. And as we'll see as we delve deeper into this story, the reality was far less dramatic, far less exciting, and far more grounded in the mundane realities of the cryptocurrency world. Why did this rumor catch fire and spread like wildfire across the internet? What made it so believable, so captivating that so many people jumped on board without questioning its validity? It's a potent mix of psychology, impeccable timing, and the ever-present human desire for community and hope. These elements combine to create a perfect breeding ground for the rumor to flourish. Pi Network's dedicated users, the pioneers, have been diligently mining for years, investing their time and energy into a project that promises future rewards. Their commitment is fueled by unwavering faith in its future value, a belief that their efforts will eventually translate into tangible financial gains. For them, this rumor, however outlandish, represented the ultimate payoff, the validation they had been waiting for. It was the moment their faith would be rewarded. The rumor promised validation from a global figure, a stamp of approval that would catapult Pi Network into the mainstream. Trump's famously unpredictable persona made the story feel surprisingly plausible. His reputation for the unexpected made the unbelievable seem within the realm of possibility. After all, he's known for shaking things up, for challenging the status quo, and for doing what others wouldn't dare. The very idea of him embracing a grassroots crypto project resonated with his image as a champion of the people. It fit perfectly with his brand as a populist disruptor, someone who challenges the establishment and empowers the common person. In the fast-paced world of crypto, rumors are a form of currency. They can make or break a project in an instant. Investors constantly dream of endorsements and partnerships that will send their chosen coins soaring to the moon, bringing massive gains. The Trump Pi story was a ready-made fantasy, a narrative that tapped into the deepest desires of the crypto community. It promised explosive growth, the kind of exponential rise that turns ordinary people into millionaires overnight. And it offered the allure of mainstream acceptance, the validation that the crypto world so desperately craves. It was a classic David and Goliath tale, a story of the little guy taking on the giants of the financial world. With Pi as the underdog, suddenly chosen to lead the charge, to revolutionize the financial landscape. The story, regardless of its truth, was undeniably more exciting, more thrilling. Than the slow, often tedious grind of real financial change, the day-to-day work required to build lasting wealth. People desperately wanted to believe it, they yearned for it to be true. Because, as we all know, hope travels far faster than truth in the digital age, especially online. In the end, it was the perfect storm of circumstances that allowed this rumor to gain such traction. A compelling narrative that resonated with people's hopes and dreams, a hungry community eager for any sign of validation and success, and a world primed for viral stories where misinformation can spread at lightning speed. Once it started rolling, the hype train had no brakes, fueled by wishful thinking and the fear of missing out. But, looking back, we have to ask ourselves, was it ever truly on the right track to begin with? Or were we all just passengers on a ride to nowhere? Enter the fact-checkers. Tired, skeptical, and ready to dig. Outlets like Crypto Times and BitGet News started searching for real evidence, official statements, press releases, anything. They found nothing. No Trump speeches, no credible sources, no confirmation, just a void. The story was built on out-of-context clips and wishful thinking, not facts. It was a textbook case of confirmation bias. A community eager for good news saw what it wanted to see. Every reputable source agreed the claim was false. No secret deal, no national adoption, no presidential endorsement. The hype bubble burst under the weight of reality. In the end, it was just a digital ghost story. Exciting, but empty. So, what did Trump really say about crypto? He's talked about digital assets, but not Pi Network. His actual focus has been on established cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Cardano. Trump's message: the US should lead in digital currency, leveraging the biggest players to maintain economic dominance. No mention of Pi, no grassroots revolution, just a strategic, top-down approach. The rumor was a feel-good story, the reality is about power and competition. Trump's crypto talk is Wall Street, not Reddit. The gap between fantasy and fact couldn't be wider. When a story sounds too good to be true, it usually is. The real world is messier, and a lot less dramatic. How does a baseless rumor become gospel? Enter the social media echo chamber. You follow like-minded people, algorithms amplify your beliefs, and soon, fiction feels like fact. The Trump Pi rumor started as a hopeful post, then snowballed as the community shared and hyped it. Dissenting voices were drowned out or dismissed as FUD. Emotion trumped evidence. Sharing the rumor became a badge of belonging. Social media rewards engagement, not accuracy. A sensational lie always outpaces a nuanced truth. The story was simple, emotional, and viral. It didn't need facts, just a share button. And so, a whisper became a roar, reality be damned. This isn't Pi Network's first hype storm. The community has a habit of linking the project to big names and events, hoping to manifest legitimacy. When official progress is slow, rumors fill the gap, creating excitement but also risk. Analysts note this pattern. Hints become bonfires of speculation, often without evidence. Pi's massive user base is hungry for a catalyst, but the coin's real-world value remains theoretical. Rumors keep hope alive, but repeated letdowns erode credibility. Each debunked claim makes it harder to trust real news when it comes. The lesson? Hype is a double-edged sword. Official information matters more than ever. Enthusiasm is an asset, unless it turns into misinformation. In a world where wild crypto rumors go viral, how do you stay sane? Start with skepticism. Always check the source. Is it official, or just a random account? Real news is reported by multiple reputable outlets, not just anonymous Telegram users. If only the community is talking, be wary. Engage your critical thinking. Does the story make sense? Who benefits from the hype? Promoters often have something to gain. Pause before you share. Don't be a pawn in someone else's game. Verification beats viral excitement every time. Informed skepticism is your best defense. Don't let hope override logic. It's easy to laugh off crypto rumors, to dismiss them as just internet chatter or fleeting trends. We see the headlines, the outlandish claims, and the overnight success stories, and it's tempting to simply shrug them off. But the consequences are real, far more significant than many realize. These aren't just abstract numbers on a screen, they represent people's hopes, dreams, and hard-earned savings. Misinformation shapes financial decisions. It influences where people choose to invest, what projects they support, and ultimately, their financial well-being. People invest time and money based on false hope, fueled by misleading information and empty promises. They're drawn in by the allure of quick riches, often without fully understanding the risks involved. When the truth emerges, when the hype fades and the reality sets in, disappointment and loss follow, leaving many feeling betrayed and financially vulnerable. The emotional toll can be devastating. This isn't harmless fun, it's not just a game of speculation. It's exploitation of hope for clicks and engagement, a cynical manipulation of people's aspirations for personal gain. It also damages crypto's reputation, eroding public trust and hindering its potential for positive innovation, making it harder for serious projects, those with genuine utility and ethical foundations, to gain trust and attract investment. Wild rumors reinforce the stereotype, perpetuating the negative perception of the entire industry, of crypto as a scam-ridden space, a haven for fraudsters and get-rich-quick schemes. Mainstream adoption and sensible regulation suffer as skepticism and fear take hold. When fantasy drowns out fact, when sensationalism overshadows genuine analysis and informed discussion, this is a microcosm of a bigger problem, a reflection of the pervasive spread of misinformation everywhere, across all aspects of our lives, from politics to health to finance. Learning to spot and resist it in crypto, to critically evaluate the information we encounter, is practice for the real world, a valuable skill that can protect us from manipulation and deception in all areas of our lives. Critical thinking and source checking, the ability to question claims and verify information, are survival skills now, essential tools for navigating an increasingly complex and information-saturated world. Let's end on a high note. To the skeptics and truth-seekers who question the hype, congratulations. You are the internet's immune system, anchoring the community in reality. Your patience and diligence protect not just your own interests but the health of the entire ecosystem. You show that enthusiasm and logic can coexist. True value is built on facts, not fantasies. Careful choices may not be flashy, but they build a stronger future. Let's celebrate verification and critical thinking as much as optimism. When real breakthroughs come, you'll recognize them. Well done and keep leading the way.